Hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today what I got in store is a Magic the Gathering Masters 25 15 card booster pack. I've never opened up any of these like premium modern masters or masters packs or anything like that, so this should be interesting. Feels thicker because I believe there's like a guaranteed foil or something like that in it, but then again I could be wrong. Ages 13 plus, and yeah, Magic the Gathering. Let's go ahead and open it and see what we get today. Hopefully we get something really cool. I know that these, I believe, have a bunch of really good old reprints or something like that. Interesting set symbol. So 25. This is a Loyal Sentry. I list because that's probably how many years Magic has been around, and it really has. Wow, interesting. It's quite a while. 1 white, and is a 1/1 creature. Human Soldier. This guy's just standing there. Got a black mask on, pretty intimidating. Huge sword, just about as long as him, quite a long one. Nice scenery in the background. He had some trees, some huge place, and he's guarding it. Can't get past him. Interesting shawl. Amazing detail work on the cloth. Looks extremely real. The reflection off that looks amazing. Makes it really look metallic. Very impressive when you see people draw like chrome and stuff. Very impressive. This is drawn by Sarah Winters. 1 Loyal Sentry blocks a creature, destroy that creature, and Loyal Sentry. Okay, so if it blocks a creature, it kills that creature, and then this creature dies as well. Got a Vampire Lacerator. Looks like this guy's gonna chop up somebody. He's got some crazy like scythe or something. Very crazy detail work, like fog or something in the background. You can just see like, I'm not sure, energy or particles or just falling off of him. You can see his knees up front. Got it. His mouth is just open, just breathing in flies or something. What a weirdo. Crazy hair, and he means business. Beautiful 2 moons, I believe. Yeah, very cool. Wouldn't want to see that at night. 1 black, so it's a cheap vampire for a 2/2. Cool. That's a 1 for a 2/2. That's awesome. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life unless an opponent has 10 or less life. So that's the drawback. And I believe, oh, I guess it says what set it was from. Looks like this was from the starter. It was just, I believe, in like 2000 or something. This is from Zendikar. 2/2 creature, and you lose a life unless your opponent has 10 or less. So if you play this in the beginning, you're probably going to lose life. And then this is drawn by Steve Argy. Sorry, I'm not feeling the greatest today. This is a Chartooth Cougar. 5 and a red. Looks like he's got some fire in his mouth and he's about to breathe it out. You can see it fire in his belly burning. He's like by a volcano or something. You can see some mountains in the background. Nice depth. He's up front. Even his legs, you can see the depth on it. Is a cat beast. And yeah, he looks like a beast. You wouldn't want to pet that kitty. But I bet I would try. I'm not going to lie. I like animals. 5 and a red. It's a 4/4 creature. And has red. Chartooth Cougar gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And this has a mountain cycling. Discard this card, search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shelve your library. So if you have this in your hand and you're like, I'd rather have a mountain, pay 2, put this in the graveyard, and then search your library for a mountain card, reveal it, and then you got a mountain for next turn. Or that turn, if you don't have any land. Very cool. And this is drawn by Chase Stone. I got a God's Willing. Cool. It says a 1 white instant. It's a target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn, and scry 1. Got the interesting like flames in the background. Beautiful sky. Love the sky. You can see the smoke over there. I think it's either smoke or the aurora. Nice pillars. You can see the depth of it. The cloth is just flying everywhere. It'd be cool if it was kind of poking over the edge here. Some cards, mostly like I guess Planewalkers, have some of the details flying over the edges, which is kind of like. And just catching this sword from the sky. Got some magical green lights in it. And yeah, target creature you control gains protection whatever color you want. It's an instant, and scry 1. Look at a card on the top of your library. If you like it, keep it there. If not, put it underneath so you get a different chance. And this is from like Darksteel. This one I think was Theros, and this one is Nemesis, I believe. Echoing Courage. 1 in a green. This big Hulk guy, not trademarked, I guess. There's a couple of them actually. He's got a huge sword on him. It looks like he's angry, just staring at his big hands. He's like, why are they so big? Shiny knees, lots of green, very green. This picture looks like they're made out of the forest or something. Cool. And these guys in the background are just like hurting, curled over, and this guy's up front. He's like, ow. I don't know why he's hurting. 1 in green. Target creature and all other creatures with the same name as that creature get +2/+2 on the turn. So if you have like a sliver deck and you have a bunch of like, I don't know, crypt slivers or something like that, be like, okay, the crypt sliver, go ahead, put latest on that. All the other ones you have in play, get +2/+2. Cool. Angry Green, guys. And this one is by Greg Staples. This is from Onslaught. I believe so. Choking Tethers. This poor goblin's getting choked up with some blue mana. Very cool. I love the greens. Very like browns, greens, a little bit of oranges. Really nice coloring on his skin. And then you got these crazy ghost chains just coming out from the ground and grabbing them, stopping them in tracks, choking his buddy and choking him. They had no idea what happened. They were running into battle, got a sword, and now they're falling and dying. Poor guys. 3 in a blue, instant. Tap up to 4 target creatures, and it's got cycling. It's 1 and a blue, discard this card, draw a card. And when you cycle Choking Tethers, you may tap target creature. So even if you cycle it, you get to tap 1 creature. If not, you get to tap 4 target creatures. And it's instant, so it's instant speed. Pretty cool. And it's drawn by Carl Creechlow. Cool. Really like the coloring of the skin. Oh, some sauce. I thought it was a samurai. No, he's like some guy, scythe. He's like made out of light or something, and he's like being held together by like ropes wrapped around him. He's got crazy, interesting bladed things. I guess for cutting all that long grass. He's just really out cutting his grass. Interesting mountains for some reason. Reminds me of Dr. Seuss. Beautiful sky colors. Beautiful like lights. Looks very vibrant, very bright. Got the grass in front of him. Very cool. Really like the mountains. They're very funky, and they're all going to the side. It's like the wind is just blowing them like they're big things of grass. 5 and a white. Creature, human clerk, soldier, vigilance. And a plane cycling. Discard this card, search your library for a planes card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. And it's a 3 and a 6 with vigilance. So that means when you attacks, you don't have to tap it, which is cool, so it's ready to block. And it's a 3/6, quite a lot of defense, and it's quite expensive, so not my favorite, but cool. Ooh, this is cool. Looks like old. Look at his mouth, like I can't think of the name, but some like a vulture, pretty much. Death Head's Buzzard. 1 and 2 black. Got blue. It's like a blue sky. Sorry. Excuse me. Bless me. Got the beautiful water in the background. Beautiful blue sky. You can see his wings. You can see the depth between them. He's got like a meat hanging off his jaw. He's still rotten, it looks like. Interesting. Like his old, like his breastplate, like everything is just rotting. I wonder how he's standing with his half muscles. Feathers are just falling off of him. Doesn't look very healthy. It is 1 and 2 black for a 2/1 creature with flying. And when Death Head's Buzzard dies, all creatures get -1/-1 till end of turn. So all creatures, even yours. So even if you have a bunch of 1/1s, you killed your own creatures. So be careful when playing it. But it's flying. Or if the other opponent has a bunch of -1/-1s, it kills them all. Could be a board clear if you have a bunch of them, and then you like sacrifice 4 at once, do -4/-4 to everything. Kills anything, even indestructives. This is from Scourge, I believe. Yeah, I think these are Scourge, actually. This is, I can't remember that set. This is Frenzied Goblin. It is 1 red. Looks like this guy jumping out the window. It's got long, lengthy legs. And red background, like a scene out of a movie. Just, phew. Why is he running? No one knows. Maybe he just wants to fly. He looks like he's got a happy smile on his face. Maybe he's just saw a butterfly out the window and decided to go catch it. But he's on the 4th story. Crazy. Creature, Goblin Berserker, for a 1/1 for 1 red. Whenever Frenzy Goblin attacks, you may pay 1. If you do, target creature can't block this turn. So jump right over it. If you pay 1, and be like, okay, I'm going to pay a red. That guy can't block. And he just jumps over him and attacks you. Cool. Goblin Berserker. Got a Wildheart Invoker. Looks like she's riding some sort of dinosaur. Is this from one of the newer sets with the dinosaurs? How come they reprinted it? Interesting. It's an interesting choice. Whatever. It looks like there's some huge viper in the background chasing this huge like Tyrannosaurus, and she's just riding it because, you know, people in the future will have dinosaurs as pets. It's a green card, even though the dinosaur is blue. For whatever reason, I thought it would be blue. And yeah, they're running away from this huge viper. I mean, who wouldn't? That thing would just chomp you up, and it looks so far away and so big. How can it even see them? But I guess they have good scent, or they have those heat pits on their nose and they sense heat, even though dinosaurs are cold-blooded. So I'm confused by that. Maybe they're sensing her. Then again, I'm not a dinosaur expert. 2 and 2 green elf shaman. That's a 4/3 and has 8. That's a big one. Target creature gets +5/+5 and gains trampled on a turn. So it's a creature itself for 4. That's a 4/3. And if you want to give this creature +5/+5, pay 8. Or you can give any creature +5/+5 and trample. And trample is it deals extra damage that isn't spent on like hurting a creature on the opponent. So if you attacked with a creature that's a 4/3 and it was blocked by a 1/1, it will do the remaining 3 damage to the player, or whoever, if the planeswalker, or whoever they're targeting. Life as we know it, it dangles on the brink of extinction. We must show the strength they would steal from us. The Invoker's Tale. And this is drawn by Erica Yang. Cool picture. Dinosaurs, snakes, women riding it. Cool. Now we're on to the uncommons. Looks like we're in a crypt or something like that. You see like a ball or something, some crystal ball, some old books, bunch of cobwebs, beautiful writing on there. Like, this is wild. If you just went into that, reminds me of like Indiana Jones or something like that. You probably find some real cool stuff. Really like the shading, really dark scenery. You're definitely drawn to the ball. Really like this picture. I really do. Ancient carvings. Yeah, I'd go there and do like a chalk stenciling of it, or a charcoal stenciling. Very cool. 3 and a black. Sorcery. That's silver 25. Draw 3 cards and you lose 3 life. So for 4, you get to draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. If you really need the cards, or you have like a card draw deck or something like that, this is good, but you lose 3 life. Knowledge demands sacrifice. So if you know something, you lose 3 life. Cool. And this one, whoa, why is it upside down? That's bizarre. This is Rob Alexander. Very weird. Didn't expect that. I'm going to just flip it. We'll see what happens. This is Stampede Driver. Looks like he's riding some weird bone dinosaur with like a 2 feet. Very weird angle. I can't really tell what's going on. He doesn't look like he has much control over it. Well, he's driving at Stampede. They're like walking down this rocky mountain. It's a red guy, red dinosaur, but it's a green card again. And a Stampede Driver for 1 green. Human Spell Shaper. It's a 1/1 and it has 1 and a green. Tap. Discard a card. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample on a turn. So all creatures you control get +1/+1 till end of turn if you pay 1 and a green and discard a card. So that's kind of cool. You can only give him +1/+1 though, because you got to tap it. You can't like pay multiple. Interesting, and it's a quick. It's like a turn 1 card too. Really weird bone creature. How does he eat anything? Unless he eats rocks. And this poor guy's riding it, and he's got a crazy look on his face, and the ropes are wrapped around his arm, and he's just gonna fly off down the hill. I can't really tell. Is it multiple arms or something like that? Oh no, it's multiple dinosaurs, and that's the one in front. I'm not sure if that's his actual head, or he put like a war mask on or something like that. Pretty wild, pretty wild. And this is drawn by Ron Spears. So back to flipping it upside down. That was weird, that card was inserted upside down. Something happened. Sigh of the Shinobi. I think this is from Kimiko. I'm not sure what that is actually. 1 colorless artifact equipment. Looks like some Sigh. I believe that's what it's called. And looks quite pokey. Always reminds me of the Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One of them had those. Pretty wild. Looks like really detailed hand holding it. There's like smoke coming off of it. Who knows why? It's magical infused or something like that. Beautiful background. Looks like sponge work or something like that. But I'm sure it's not. And yeah. Pretty cool. Nice metallic color too as well. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. When creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach Sigh of Shinobi to it. Equipped 2. So you play it on the field for 1, and if a creature enters the battlefield, you can just equip it to it. So you can like throw it around on different creatures or something like that, or you can just pay the equip cost of 2. And the rare I got is Eladamir's Call, a green and a white. Not sure about this card. The golden 25 in the corner. It's an instant. Looks like some older art or something like that. Kind of cool. Kind of muted the colors, but I really like the detail work. Some crazy, nasty looking, what is that, like a ram or something? Huge horns, and you're just riding it. Never seen a ram that big in my life, unless this guy's just really tiny. And you see like an archer in the background, really shaded out. Really like how it's just one solid color of gray instead of like his detail. And you see this guy looking all prim and proper, got like a mean smirk on his face, crazy green like crown. You see the king or something. Got all of his equipment with him. Got like some pelts hanging off of him. You got this nasty looking thing. I bet if you tried to pet that, it would spit on your face like a llama. And I bet it smells quite bad. Good luck riding and controlling that. It's an instant. Search your library for a creature card, reel that card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Cool. So it's like a tutor or something like that, except for a creature card. Interesting. I think I forgot to say who this was drawn by. This was drawn by Brian Snooty. Interesting last name. And this is drawn by Kev Walker. Interesting card. And this is, yeah, I think it comes everyone with the foil. Could be wrong. Cool. I know this card. Hoarding Outburst. I've used this for my Goblin deck. Just throw out a bunch of creatures. 1 and 2 red. I miss the old foiling. They look so much better. But these aren't that bad. It's just like 3 Goblin guys running out of a tent. Looks like they're set up and someone's like, alright, battle time, get out there. So they just create 3 1/1 Goblin creature tokens out of nowhere. It's a sorcery, so it's not instant speed, but still cool. Fill up the battlefield, pretty much 1 mana for each of them. Just a 1/1/1 and 1 2 3, and they're just running in the snow. Goblins in the snow. They gotta be well warm because I feel like they're get cold easily or something. I always think of goblins in like desert or fire or something like that. Not the winter, unless the goblin sledding team. That's different. Those guys are cool. Cool. And they have some swords, they have their tent, you see the guy in the background, they're just ready to fight. And this card is drawn by Zoltan Boros. Cool. Leave no scraps, lest you attract pests. Yep, when you go camping, don't leave out any food or hang food in the tree by a rope, otherwise you could get bears or cougars or something to come and get it. And you don't want those hanging around your campsites, or at least raccoons or something like that, and those are not fun. And then the last card I got is a Token Angel. Very kind of revealing, this card. And she's got like a sword, wings like lighting in the background, crazy hair going on. It looks like the set symbol or something in her head. And yeah, she looking down on the earth and just, yeah, I am so powerful, she's saying. 4/4 creature flying, and she means business. Alright, well, I had a lot of fun opening this. I think this is a pretty cool card. If you have a green and a white deck, definitely look for any creature card put in your hand, which could really help you. And it's an instant. Alright, hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Hope everyone's been watching this. Hope you have good luck opening packs, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later.